Yes, dear students, please open page number 15, and now you can see the features of the doll. It was not the usual kind of doll little girls play with. That was not a common girl. That was not a common uh, doll from which the little girls play. One of Jayanto's uncles had brought for him from Switzerland a 12-inch long figure of an old man. Now, please pay attention here. What are the features, appearance of the doll? That doll was brought by Jayanto's uncle from Switzerland. That was a 12-inch long figure of an old man, dressed in traditional Swiss style, Switzerland style, as the people of Switzerland wear. Apparently, clearly, it was very lifelike, although it was not mechanized. Machinery was not fitted in the doll, not mechanized. It was possible to bend and twist its limbs. It was possible to bend and twist its limbs. Its face had a smile on it, and on its head it wore a Swiss cap with a little yellow feather sticking out from it. Its clothes, especially in their little details, were perfect: belt, buttons, pockets, collars, socks, etc. There were even little buckles on the shoes. These were the features of the doll, which was brought by uncle of Jayanto, which was brought from Switzerland. His uncle had returned from Europe shortly before Jayanto left the Bundi. Switzerland is in Europe, you know. His uncle had returned from Europe shortly before Jayanto left for Bundi with his parents. The little old man had been bought in a village in Switzerland. The little old man had been bought. A little old man bought in a village in Switzerland. The man who sold him means the doll, had jokingly said, as a joke, said to Jayanto's uncle, "He is called Fritz. He is called Fritz. You must call him by this name." The man who sold the doll to Jayanto's uncle, given the name Fritz, said that you may call this doll by the name of Fritz. He won't respond to any other. He won't respond to any other. Jayanto said, "I had a lot of toys when I was small. My parents gave me practically everything I wanted, perhaps because I was their only child." He was the only son of his parents. "But once I had Fritz," Jayanto said here, but when once I had Fritz, I forgot all my other toys. As soon as he got the doll, he forgot all the toys he had. I played only with him, only with that doll. A time came when I began to spend hours just talking to him, conversing to him. Our conversation had to be one-sided because the doll was unable to speak one-sided, of course, but Fritz had such a funny smile on his lips and such a look in his eyes that it seemed to me as though he could understand every word. The lines are very simple. As you could understand every word. Sometimes I wondered if he would actually converse with me if I could speak to him in German. Now it seems like a childish fantasy, imagination, but at that time the whole thing was very real to me. This time, now it seems like a childish fantasy. But at that time, when he was a child of 6 years old, the whole thing was very real to Jayanto. My parents warned me not to overdo things, not to do too much, not to do too much. Don't talk with this doll, don't play with this doll too much. But I listened to no one. He did not care what his parents said at that time. I had not yet been put in a school, so I had all the time in the world for Fritz. His parents had not admitted him in any school, as living at home every time he played with the doll. Jayanto fell silent after saying this all. Jayanto fell silent. I looked at my watch and realized it was 9:30 p.m. It was very quiet outside. We were sitting in the drawing room of the circuit house. An oil lamp burned in the room. I asked, "What happened to the doll?" The narrator, Shankar, became very curious about the doll. What happened after that to the doll? Jayanto was still deep in thought. His answer to my question came so late that by that time I had started to think that he had not heard me at all. When he had not given the answer, he thought that Jayanto has not listened. I had brought it to Bundi. It was destroyed here, he said. He said, I had brought it to Bundi, where it was destroyed. Destroyed? How? Jayanto sighed. We were sitting now. How the doll was destroyed? Here, see here in this paragraph. We were sitting out on the lawn having tea. We were, means Jayanto and his parents were sitting out on the lawn having tea. I had kept the doll by my side on the grass. I was not really old enough to have tea, but I insisted, and in the process the cup tilted and some of the hot tea fell on my pants. He could not manage the cup full of tea, and the hot tea fell on Jayanto's pants. I ran inside to change and came back to find that Fritz had disappeared. When he came back after changing his pant, he saw that the Fritz had disappeared. I looked around and found quite soon that a couple of stray dogs, not pet dog, stray dogs, were having a nice tug of war with Fritz. Some dogs were tug of war, you know. Tug of war means, you know, This is a game as well. A situation in which two individuals try to obtain something by pulling it in opposite directions. Tug of war. What happened? The dogs were having a nice tug of war with Fritz. Although he didn't actually come apart, his face was battered in a rough condition. His face, the face of the doll, was in a rough condition beyond recognition. It was very difficult to recognize the doll, the face, and his clothes were torn. Clothes the doll worn were torn. In other words, Fritz did not exist for me anymore. Totally destroyed by the stray dogs. He was dead. He was dead. And then what happened? Jayanto's story intrigued me. Jayanto's story intrigued means aroused interest. Aroused interest means my interest aroused when I heard when I heard the story, when I learned the story from Jayanto. What could possibly happen after that? I arranged his funeral, that's all. He said, what could? I arranged his funeral. Meaning, I buried him under that Devdar tree, he said. I had wanted to make a coffin in which a dead body is put, coffin. Fritz was after all a European, but I could find nothing, not even a little box. I could not find anything at that place, at the circuit house, not even a little box. So in the end, I buried him just like that, without any coffin, without any box. At last, the mystery of the Devdar tree was solved. Now he understood, Shankar understood that was the mystery of Devdar. We went to bed at around 10. Our room was a large one and our beds had been neatly made. Not being used to doing a lot of walking, I was feeling rather tired after the day's activities. After the day's activity, I felt very tired. Besides, the bed was very comfortable. I fell asleep barely 10 minutes after hitting the pillow. Barely 10 minutes. Within 10 minute time, he slept. What happened after that? A slight noise woke me a little later. I turned. I means Shankar here, students, you must know. A slight noise woke me a little. I turned on my side and found Jayanto sitting up on his bed. The table lamp by his bed was switched on, and in its light, it was easy to see the look of anxiety on his face. He was very anxious, he was very worried. I asked, what is it? What is it? Are you not feeling well? Instead of answering my question, Jayanto asked me one himself. Do you think this circuit house has got small animals? I mean things like cats or mice. I shouldn't be surprised if it does. Why? Something walked over my chest, Jayanto said to me. Something walked on my chest. It may be a small animal. That's what woke me. That is why I awoke. Rats and mice usually come in through drains. Rats and mice usually come. but I have never known them to climb on the bed. They may creep on the floor, but not. I have never known them to climb on the bed. This is the second time I have woken up, actually. The first time I had heard a shuffling noise near the window, moving sound. The first time I heard a shuffling noise, moving noise near the window. Oh, it was near the window. It is more likely to be a cat. When he see that there was a window, he made an idea that there may be a cat. Yes, but Jayanto still sounded doubtful. His voice was full of doubt. I said, "Didn't you see anything after you switched the light on?" He said, "Didn't you see anything after you switched on the light?" Till here, the next video I will prepare the next time, page number 18. If you have any problem, please ask me. Thank you so much.